Alright, let's talk lungs, yeah? These bad boys are the heavy lifters of your respiratory system. Without them, you wouldn't be reading this right now. You wouldn't be doing much of anything really. Their main gig? Taking in oxygen, the stuff that keeps our cells ticking, and getting rid of carbon dioxide, the waste product of all that living. It's a non-stop, 24/7 operation, and trust me, you don't want to clock out from this job. Now, your lungs aren't working solo. They're part of a crew, the respiratory system, which includes your nose, throat, and windpipe. This team works together to get that precious oxygen into your bloodstream and show carbon dioxide the door. We'll get into the nitty-gritty of how it all works later. But for now, just know that your lungs are the powerhouses, the main event, the headliners of this whole breathing shebang. And don't even think about underestimating these guys. They're constantly adapting, constantly working to keep you going. Whether you're running a marathon or just chilling on the sofa, your lungs adjust to make sure your body gets the oxygen it needs. So next time you take a deep breath, give yourself a little pat on the back, or maybe just a gentle rub on the chest, and thank those amazing lungs of yours. Now, where are these wondrous organs tucked away? Imagine this. Your chest is like a cozy apartment, yeah? And right in the center of it, nestled comfortably on either side of your heart, are your lungs. They're like the friendly roommates, always there, always working together. The left lung is a bit of a minimalist, slightly smaller to make room for the heart. It's got 2 lobes, kind of like 2 interconnected balloons. The right lung, well, it likes to live large with 3 lobes. Think of it as the life of the party in your chest cavity. Now get a load of this. Your lungs aren't just sitting there static like a couple of beanbags. They're dynamic, constantly expanding and contracting as you breathe. And it's all thanks to the diaphragm, a dome-shaped muscle beneath the lungs, and the muscles between your ribs. These guys work in perfect harmony, like a well-rehearsed dance troupe, to keep the air flowing in and out. But hold on, there's more. The surface of your lungs is anything but smooth. It's covered in a thin, slippery membrane called the pleura. This clever coating reduces friction and allows the lungs to glide effortlessly as you breathe. It's like they're doing a synchronized swimming routine in your chest. Pretty cool, eh? Now, we can't talk about the lungs without giving a shout out to their trusty sidekick, the pleura. Picture this, 2 thin, slippery sheets, like cling film, one wrapped around each lung and the other lining the inside of your rib cage. That's your pleura, working tirelessly behind the scenes. Between these 2 layers is a tiny space called the pleural cavity. Don't let the word cavity freak you out. It's not empty. It's filled with a bit of fluid, just a smidgen, to keep things running smoothly. Think of it like lubrication for your lungs, allowing them to expand and contract without any painful rubbing. But the pleura does more than just prevent friction. It also plays a crucial role in keeping those lungs inflated. Remember how we talked about the pleural cavity? Well, the pressure inside that cavity is lower than the pressure outside. This pressure difference acts like a gentle suction, keeping your lungs from collapsing like a deflated balloon. And let's not forget about protection, darling. The pleura acts like a bodyguard for your lungs, shielding them from any nasty shocks or impacts. It's like a built-in airbag, cushioning those precious organs from harm. So next time you take a deep breath, give a little nod to your pleura, the unsung hero of your respiratory system. Okay, picture this. You take a deep breath in. Air rushes down your windpipe, but it doesn't just stop there, does it? No way! It's got a whole journey ahead of it, a bit like navigating a complex underground tunnel system. And that, my friends, is where the bronchial tree comes in. Think of the bronchial tree as the lung's very own delivery system. It starts with the trachea, or windpipe, which then splits into 2 main branches called the bronchi, one for each lung. But it doesn't stop there. Oh no, these bronchi keep branching out, getting smaller and smaller, like the roots of a tree spreading out beneath the ground. These smaller branches are called bronchioles, and they're the real MVPs of air delivery. They're surrounded by smooth muscle, which allows them to control the flow of air in and out of the lungs. It's like a sophisticated traffic control system, ensuring that the air gets to where it needs to go. And here's the really clever bit. As the bronchioles get smaller and smaller, they eventually lead to tiny air sacs called alveoli. These little guys are where the magic happens, where oxygen jumps into your bloodstream and carbon dioxide makes its exit. We'll dive into that process in more detail later, but for now, Just know that the bronchial tree is the vital link, the intricate network that makes gas exchange possible.